let us go to Abu Dhabi and say hello to our old friend Aleksandar Rakic, who returns to action on Saturday against Magomed Ankalaev, a massive fight in the light heavyweight division. There he is. Aleksandar Rakic is here. Hello, Aleksandar. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you, Ariel?
I'm doing great. So I'm assuming everything going well over there for you in Abu Dhabi, and obviously this is a massive, massive fight for many different reasons. It seems, though, after what transpired a couple weeks ago in Salt Lake City, that there's a potential title shot at stake here, certainly for Magomed. Do you believe that if you win on Saturday, you're the next man to fight Alex Pereira?
Honestly, yes, I am, but I don't want to talk too much. I want just to perform on Saturday, and with my performance, every question will be answered.
Okay, can I ask, when you were offered Magomed, what was your reaction? Were you surprised? Because a lot of people thought that Magomed would be next for Alex Pereira.
First of all, I was surprised. Secondly, I was very happy because UFC gave me this opportunity to fight the #2 ranked guy in the world. And like you said, he was supposed to fight. There were rumors that he's fighting Pereira. But then when I got the name, I was like, wow, that's awesome. That's huge. And I'm very happy because, you know, it's not always winning fights. It's also how you perform. And I think after the performance on UFC 300 against Jiri Prochazka, and obviously the UFC liked that, they gave me that shot, you know. So yeah, and the UFC knew that I was not 100% healthy in that last fight against Jiri Prochazka. They knew everything. They knew that I was on heavy medication and still put this performance. I think that's the reason they give me also the opportunity to fight Ankalaev now in Abu Dhabi.
What was wrong when you fought Prochazka?
I got a really bad staph infection on my right elbow 3 days before the fight, 4 days before the fight on Tuesday. Like a lot of pain, fever, and I was on heavy medication. I drank like antibiotics. I went 1 day before the weigh-ins. I was in the hospital. I had an IV, and yeah, it is what it is. You know, I went in. I gave all what I did. I was ready for it, but you know, my body shuts down in that fight in the second round, and this never happened to me because you know I'm fighting for so long time, and this kind of feeling I never had in my life. So I would not say the infection is an excuse, but I would say that I was not 100% healthy in that fight.
Do you regret taking the fight? Do you regret, sticking with it and actually going out there?
No, I don't regret. I was there, the biggest card in of this year, and one of the biggest card in UFC history. I put on a show, and you see, I opened my door to another great fight against Ankalaev on Saturday.
And in that fight, you were looking good early on. Do you think that's what affected you? Do you think the body and the way you were reacting to the illness and to the medication shut you down and then led to the victory for Jiri?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not an excuse, but I was not healthy, and I felt it in my body. You know, I have many fights, not only in MMA. I did it also in kickboxing. And I never felt something like that on UFC 300. The body,
wow.
How the body shut down in 1 second. Like my legs are giving out, my body giving out, and this I never experienced in my life, and I hope this never happen again.
I understand why you would say that you don't regret sticking with the fight because you had not fought in about 2 years, right? How did you feel in there just given the layoff? How was your confidence?
Oh, I mean, honestly, when I look back, it didn't feel like so long that I didn't fought for 2 years. It was like pretty normal for me. Like I didn't fought for a couple of months. Everything went smooth. The weight cut went smooth. The camp and everything besides that was was nice. But yeah, I think the consistency now to fight every couple of months, it's gonna be only I'm gonna improve and getting better and better from fight to fight. And like we have like now what 4 or 5 months after my last fight, so I'm into the material, I'm into it, and the camp was amazing. The weight cut is going really good. I feel good. I have good mood. Still, when I'm cutting weight, I have good mood. The whole team is excited, and we have a lot of fun here in Abu Dhabi.
How do you feel about the UFC's decision to give the title shot to Rountree and not to Magomed?
I mean, that's up to them. I don't know why they did it, but in the end of the day, after the performance, what Pereira and Khalil gave in Salt Lake City, they made a right decision because it was a hell of a fight from both guys. It was a stand-up war, and this is what the people want. And I think this is also what the UFC want. And I think everybody was happy, excepting Magomed Ankalaev, I think, at that day.
Were you surprised at how well Rountree did?
Oh, I know Rountree is a tough fighter and tough guy, but I was really surprised about his striking. He improved a lot from the last fights, and man, the conditioning was also good. But Pereira, you need to handle Pereira's pressure, and Khalil could do it the first 3 rounds. After that, of course, he got tired, and it's also Salt Lake City, high elevation. I understand everything, but he did a great performance. I mean, against a great champion.
There is a thought out there that the UFC would rather Magomed not fight for a belt, perhaps because he's not the most popular fighter or exciting fighter, or maybe because he's a bad matchup for Alex. Are you taking this assignment on to say, okay, I will get rid of this guy for you, and that may make the bosses happy? Do you view it like that?
No, I mean the bosses, they gave me one name, I accepted, and because after the year fight, I was not in a position to choose any opponent. I was like, I will take anyone who they give me, and in that situation, they gave me Ankalaev, the best ranked opponent after Yuri Prochazka and Alex Pereira. So it was like I was really surprised, and I mean my 100% focus is on Ankalaev, and I will not. I'm not thinking even on the belt or on Alex Pereira. My 100% focus is on Ankalaev and Saturday, and then after this fight, then we can talk, and then we can. Then we can see what are the next steps, But I believe if I put a great performance, the answer will come by his own.
When the fight was announced, Magomed Ankalaev went on Twitter and wrote, "Now everybody knows that I'm not fighting for the title and will fight Rakic in Abu Dhabi. Whoever Mick Maynard gives me, I will smash their face so that they can no longer deny me if I do my job impressively. I feel sorry for whoever is going to fight me from now on going forward." Do you think he's going to fight emotionally? Do you think he's going to fight with a chip on his shoulder? When you hear this, what do you think?
I mean, everybody has the right to say whatever he wants and to write what he wants, And in that moment, he felt like that. One thing is to say something. The other thing is to do some things. So yeah. It's up to him if he take it emotionally, if he take it ice cold, or if he gonna be calculated. I'm pretty relaxed about the whole situation because in this camp I focused a lot of myself and on my skills and on my training camp, and of course I watched Magomed's fights. And we study him, and we know what he's good at and what he's having, where he has problems. But first of all, for me, is that I'm fighting the one of the best guys in the division, and that's him.
What could you tell us about the scouting report? What's he good at? What's he not good at?
I mean, he is all rounded, you know. But this is one good thing. The bad things, it's a secret.
Okay, but you see things.
Yeah, I mean, everybody on this world have holes in the game. You know, everybody, the best of the best have goals. There is not a perfect fighter in this world that knows and can do every technique and every martial arts perfectly. So, and yes, of course, the people are gonna say, yeah, but he's undefeated, he's that and that. You know, everybody has his own vision and how he looked at it, and I think like that because you know, MMA is a beautiful sport, and you know why it's beautiful, because you have always room to improve your game, and after every fight you can be a different fighter. So that's the beauty of the MMA sport, and that's the reason I tell you that everybody on that world, in the MMA world, has holes.
By the way, just curious, now that you've looked at him closely, who do you think would win, Magomed or Alex, if they fought?
Oh, I really don't know. Probably it's a tough one. It's a tough one. I really don't know. I would maybe give it to Alex.
Okay.
I don't know, because he's been more in 5 rounds. I don't know, really.
Okay.
It could go either in more all-rounded, probably going to be Magomed Ankalaev, but, you know, you need to mix things up with Alex Pereira.
I did see an interview recently with Jan Blachowicz where he said that he thought that they are protecting Alex by booking Magomed versus you, that they don't want Magomed to fight Alex, so they booked him against you. Do you feel like there's something to that?
I don't think so. I mean, first of all, you need to fight anybody, and I think Pereira fought the last 3 guys. I mean, 2 times Prohaska and the Khalil, and yeah, I don't think so. You know, so we will see.
Okay, you mentioned a great training camp. I saw a video montage of you training in the mountains. Where was this? I saw this on social media. Where were you? And do you always do this?
No, this was the first time I was in Bosnia, and I brought my whole team there. And this was on high elevation, on 2,000 meters. I don't know how much feet. And I've been really through hell, you know, like you see, carrying, sprinting, pads, and heavy wrestling drills. So just to get the gas tank, be ready and perform and go like 3-5s with no conditioning problems.
This looks like hell. This does not look fun at all, Aleksandar. How long are these sessions up there?
1.5 hours, but it was pretty. It was not so warm, so we didn't had so much break in between. So we moved from one exercise to the other one. So basically, we didn't had so much room for recovery.
I also saw you with Roberto Solich on some like 4-wheelers or something. Is that in the same spot or somewhere else?
Yes, this is the same spot. This is the city where Roberto Solich is from, where he lives. I did a camp in his village. Yes, and this is where we also train the wrestling. This is on 2,000 square meter. And then Roberto is a hell of a southpaw as well. Of course, he's a middleweight, but I learned a lot of things from him because he been to many wars. And I had another great sparring partners, southpaws. I had Ahmed Krnic, who signed with Glory, who fought in ONE FC. I have Agron Smarkici, a pro boxer who was a sparring partner of Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, and Deontay Wilder. And I had some other guys, some wrestlers. So I've been like, this camp was one of the hardest physically and mentally for me.
Incredible. Well, you appear to be in phenomenal shape. And everything seems to be paying off, and hopefully we get a great performance. I also saw, by the way, that you met Mike Tyson at UFC 300. Was that your first time meeting Mike, and what was that like?
Yes, I mean, I went just out of the venue, after I lost the fight with Yuri, and you of course you are sad, you are down to earth, a world breaks down. But when I saw Mike, he's a fucking legend, in the whole boxing and MMA and martial arts era. So I was asking him, hey, can I take a picture with you? He gave me his hand. I kissed his hand, just
Wow.
for respect. This man did a lot of great things and took a picture, and it was amazing. It was amazing moment for me.
You think he beats Jake Paul next month?
I'm 100% with Mike Tyson, all the time.
Will you watch it?
Yeah, of course. Of
Okay.
course.
Some people say they don't want to watch it, they don't want to support it, but it sounds like he's one of your favorites.
This cost me just a couple minutes of my life, and I do so many things on being on Instagram or TikTok on social media for nothing. So
Yeah.
why don't spend some time for this,
Yeah, and it won't be a pay-per-view, so you're right. It's a free couple of minutes of your life. Aleksandar, so happy that you're back. Can't wait for this fight. I think it's a massive fight, a massive opportunity for you to maybe spoil some plans. That's a good spot to be in. And so I wish you all the best on Saturday. Thank you so much for joining us, and good luck on this massive fight this coming weekend.
Thank you very much, and talk to you after the fight, hopefully.
Looking forward to it. Thank you, Aleksandar. Thanks for watching this video. Hey, before you go, do me a favor, hit that sub button, give us a thumbs up, hit the little bell thingy as well. Leave us a nice comment or two. We appreciate you all very much.